everyone, Joshua Hanlon here, and today I'm at the Bricks and Minifigs store in North Phoenix, and I'm joined by Kat, and she's going to be showing us around this store, which is just about to celebrate its 1-year anniversary, right?
1 year.
Very cool. So what's the experience been like so far over that first year?
Better than I expected, actually. I thought there was going to be a lot of trial and error, which there has been, but what makes it so awesome is our customers that come in and seeing how excited they are about Lego and this community that's been built around this store.
Yeah, well, let's check out the store now. Then we can start with these displays at the front window here. So everybody loves the fairground rides, and you've got the coaster and the Ferris wheel. Very cool. And then next to that actually is something that Bricks and Minifigs added somewhat recently. So what do we have here?
So this year we're doing a gift certificate calendar, and in it, it has these awesome pictures from all various Bricks and Minifigs stores. And also at the back, you'll find a whole list of different gift certificates. These gift certificates can be used at any of the Bricks and Minifigs stores. So you can also give it as a gift if somebody's out of town. So yeah, it's really exciting to have a collaboration with all the other stores.
Mm-hmm. Very nice. So you look for those at lots of different Bricks and Minifigs stores throughout the year then. We'll keep moving into the store further, and of course you've got the minifig builder here, so buckets of accessories, heads, everything you could want. Very cool stuff. What are some of your favorites in here? Do you ever come through and just kind of like build or try to put together the coolest minifig possible?
All the time. Actually, what I do a lot with my kids is we make their teacher as a minifig and give that as a teacher gift. So it's always fun taking some of their favorite things. One of my son's teacher loves gaming and butterflies. So we created this minifig, and one hand was a gaming controller, another hand was a butterfly, and it was like huge hit. So love making just different people that I know.
Another cool thing I wanted to show behind the counter over here is actually something that's kind of unique to, I think, the stores in the Phoenix area, right? So that's the t-shirts we have over there?
Yes, exactly. So State 48 is a local company in Arizona. What's really great about them is the money that they make, they reinvest into our state. And they do a lot of collaborations with different small businesses, schools. So I definitely, as soon as I found out how many Bricks and Minifigs are going to be in Arizona, I said, let's do this. Let's offer it to people, and it's been great.
Perfect. Yeah, I love to see some unique things, especially because there are a number of stores in the Phoenix area, so it's cool that you can kind of collaborate and share something unique among all the stores like that.
Yeah, it's great. Arizona we're kind of like the first of its kind, where we have this many number of stores in a metropolitan area. So corporate's been kind of amazed how we've done different programs together. This past summer, we did a passport program. So they could visit different stores, get a passport stamp, and then they got a unique Arizona Bricks and Minifigs minifigure. Yeah.
Talk a little bit more about that kind of relationship there, because it's like, what, 5 or 6 stores now just in Phoenix? Yes. So at first that sounds like a lot of stores for one city. So how does that work? And is there like, what are the collaborations like? I know we saw the shirts there, and do you visit a lot of the other stores a lot? Do you share ideas? What's that like?
Yeah, we've actually done meetings where we've done monthly meetings that each person's store will host. What's great about it is that each store is unique. So sets that we have here, minifigs that we have here, is what we get from our community. So every store has something different to offer, which is really nice. So you can visit all of them and have a different experience of what is available. And we all have the same wants, is that we just want to educate people on Lego and bring the love of Lego out to everybody in the Valley.
There we go. Perfect. I love it. And speaking of unique offerings and cool stuff here, you can see a bunch of the awesome Star Wars stuff that you have on display. Quite the collection of walkers there as well.
Oh my gosh. And what's crazy is they're all different sets. And we even have the one with the motor that walks. Yep. And that one is my personal favorite. Star Wars, as a lot of people know, is the #1 selling theme. It is 100% our #1 selling theme in our store. So we always try to keep as much Star Wars as possible for everyone.
And then in the case down here is the Star Wars minifigs. So I'm sure just as popular as the sets as well.
Yes. Oh, I mean, now I've seen a lot more people come in that only collect the minifigures. Probably a lot has to do with they're a great investment and they don't take up as much space, so you can collect a whole lot of them and not run out of space. But we have people coming in just wanting certain minifigures, and we're happy that we can provide that for them.
Right. It's a great looking display there. And as we keep moving down, you've got lots of other themes represented as well. So you've got, I see a lot of Harry Potter there, some Marvel as well.
Yes, Marvel's my favorite theme. I love Marvel, so anytime we get something in, I have to remind myself that I don't own a museum. I can't keep all the Marvel things, but I always like to keep a good display of them. Harry Potter's another popular theme, and we just try to keep it as many different themes as possible. We like to have older themes as well. There's a lot of nostalgia around that, remembering what sets they had. We'll get a lot of customers that'll come in and say, oh, I had that set, or I had that set. And
yeah, I'm seeing some great retired stuff there. You've got Indiana Jones and Pharaoh's Quest and even the Adventurers next to that. So kind of the Pharaoh's Quest and Adventurers, kind of two similar themes there, reimagining the whole Egyptian idea.
Yes, yeah. I'm learning more and more about these different themes. Which is great. Things will come in and I'll have no idea. I've never seen them before. And I research it and learn about it. And I had no idea Pharaoh's Quest even existed when I opened the store. And lucky enough, we were able to get the trades in and learn more about it.
That's an interesting idea. So what is that process like for you then if somebody maybe brings in a set from a theme that you're not very familiar with and you need to do some research? Are there like typical sites you go to? You just kind of start Googling. How does that work for you to find more info?
Yeah, so there's a few different ways we do it. We go on different websites like Bricklink and even just like doing a Google image search to figure out where it's from or where this minifigure is from. Another channel we use is an app called Slack, and that's actually for every single Bricks and Minifig owner. So a lot of times I can use that as a resource, especially for the stores that have been open a lot longer than us. I'll say, what is this? What, like, can you guys help me out? And it's great having help from other stores.
Yeah, there's probably one of the owners who's going to be able to recognize almost every like minifig or piece or something somebody's seen before.
Oh yes, yeah. What's great about Lego is it's like a product you constantly are learning about. And there's always going to be something new that comes in that I get to learn about. So it never gets boring, that's for sure.
Awesome. Well, John's showing more minifigs here as well. So what do we have in these cases?
So in this case in particular, we have some Harry Potter on the top. We also have some older themed Spaceman. We have some more of the Lord of the Rings over there. We also have some Big Kid Brick customs right here, as well as minifigs.me, some Stranger Thing customs. This is a collaboration we did with a local school here. What it is we put their actual school logo on the front of it, our Bricks and Minifig logo on the back. For every one of these sold, part of the proceeds go back to their PTSA.
Yeah, very cool. Yeah, it's great to see kind of the local collaborations that the stores do as well. That's always something really neat because you have this physical space and you can really be a part of the community.
Yes, that's the whole reason that we wanted to open our store here. We live just a couple miles from here. We wanted to help our community get involved with the different schools and just be a part of it all.
Got to give a shout out to the Forest Men as well down there. Great classic theme. You got some of those have been reimagined recently as well, and you got some more of that coming out. So I'd love to see the castle stuff coming out as well. Now you mentioned Marvel earlier, so I wanted to take this opportunity to show off one of the coolest displays that you have in the store. You can see the Iron Man logo on the floor here, so tell us what you have going on.
So Jen Smart, I met her when we were doing our training up in Utah, and she's actually definitely become a good friend of mine. And I saw her mosaics, which are absolutely gorgeous, and I said, I really, really want you to make one for me. So she came here for our grand opening, and afterwards she sent this to me. It is awesome. So if you stand here on the Captain America symbol, you can look up and you will see Captain America. And it changes, which is my favorite. So if you walk around here.
Here we go.
All the way over to Iron Man.
Yes.
There we go. Making our way to Iron Man, and if you go ahead and shoot up at it, you'll see that it changes to Tony Stark. So she knows I'm a huge fan of Marvel, and this is my favorite piece in the store. This is the one thing I tell people I probably will never sell.
Yeah.
I love it.
It's a great use of the lenticular mosaic idea because you have the space in the store where you can kind of have people start at one end and you get the full experience as you're walking by and checking it out. So
it's a great conversation piece. I've even had it where kids have been arguing or with their parents, and I just all of a sudden turn it towards this mosaic and they just are so enamored with it. So it's a great piece.
Yeah, very cool. I wanted to point that out while we were down there so we can keep moving our way through the store here. On this display, we've got some of the minifig displays, which are super cool, and I know we've seen those in a lot of the Bricks Minifig stores, and people love those. It's a great kind of premium way to display minifigs.
Yeah, Go Figure stands is a super popular item with us. What I love about Bricks and Minifigs is that we can bring in smaller vendors to support other small businesses, because we are a small business. So it's a great way for these smaller companies to get their name out there, get their products sold. So Go Figure stands is probably our most popular vendor that we have.
Perfect. And as we make our way to this side, you've got the bulk tables, which these are very full. I like to see that. I like to see the piles of pieces, over the top. There's a lot to dig through here.
Yes, I knew when I opened the store that I wanted our bulk tables to not be just the regular old just bricks and plates. I wanted to add really exciting pieces in here that get people wanting to buy our bulk, and I want to have a variety. So I don't like it when people come in and they want a piece and we don't have it. I want to be able to say we have it.
Yes, and there's certainly a lot to choose from here. Do you always have like back stock as well? Is there always more stuff you're putting out here?
Yes, so when we get the bulk in, we do a process where we sort it and clean it. We do all that work so you don't have to. Mm-hmm. But yes, we have a lot of containers still that need to be sorted through, and as soon as it gets sorted, we put it out for people to buy.
And then, of course, we have lots of sealed sets in the store as well. So here you see Star Wars and a variety of other themes up towards the front. So in addition to all of the cool used stuff we saw in some of the older stuff, you carry a lot of the more current sealed things.
Yeah, so we are able to get new in-box items, just like any other store that sells Lego. What's great about us, because we also buy Lego sets from people, is people will bring in sealed, retired sets to sell to us, and that way we're able to offer not just what's new on Lego.com, but also things that have retired.
Mm-hmm. That works very well, and I see some of these are repackaged sets. So how does that stuff work?
So we have certified pre-owned and we have pre-owned. So our certified pre-owned, if you look down here at this architecture set, what that means is one of our employees or myself has gone through and done a piece count, or they built the set themselves, and then they put their initial on it saying, hey, every single piece is here. We know that, so when you go to build this set, you're not going to have to worry about that.
Perfect. Yeah. It's like you said, certified. Someone has gone through it and ensured that the whole thing is going to be there for you.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm. Very nice. And you see some of the Friends stuff on display here as well. And then what are these accessories we have on this wall?
So this is our premium wall. So we have different things like premium bulk packaged up, like our wheels, boats. One of the other things we offer are packages of minifigures that are a little bit more common. We also do some of the mystery packs, like the Mario packs. And also we have, if anybody remembers, Mixels. I was a big fan of Mixels. I thought they were really fun. But,
yeah, brought out some great pieces. The Mixels joints that people have used for many, many different ways over the years.
Yes. So we're able to offer that. So it has a variety of different things, especially if there's like very unique pieces that someone, like over here, if they're looking for that, they don't want to spend the time going through bulk trying to find it, we'll have it right here for them.
And I love your Lego Batman movie display up there, really taking it to the next level. And the yellow wall there with the poster works very well.
Yeah, what's really funny is I actually bought that poster years ago as a Christmas gift to my son. And when we decided to open the store, it was in our playroom, and I was like, I want to display it. Here comes Halloween, these bats go up, and the employee said, can we just keep the bats around the Batman poster? I said, perfect.
And as we look behind the counter again here, there were some older sets that caught my eye. So what are some of these that we have down here on the bottom shelf?
My favorite piece is actually this one that Derek's going to grab. This is a Discovery set from the late 60s. Actually, all the pieces are here. This isn't a set that I necessarily sell. It's more of a learning because kids back then, they didn't get the instructions. They didn't get everything laid out for them. You had to really use your imagination. So these are how those sets came out. Just like this, trays, you had gears, you had pieces. And the pictures on the front, the box is great. I actually found this, a woman found it in her attic. had no idea about it, and contacted me and said, oh, do you want it? And I said, absolutely, I do.
It's got these big Samsonite gears in it.
Yes.
So the old Samsonite gears, which you don't see very often at all. We've seen like a couple of great ball contraption modules people have built with those, but it's not used very often.
No, and another thing I explain to kids and adults when we're educating them on Lego is the mold is the same. These bricks are going to fit into a brick that was made yesterday, which is really unique and great about Lego.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and so it's amazing to see these older sets. Just the packaging and everything is so much fun there as well. But then I also noticed the old the police boat there. I think is a really cool set too.
Yeah, and this one is, I love that it came with the box. What's great about this little set is this boat actually floats. So all the times that we would throw our Lego in the bathtub, all the boats that would sink, this one actually will float, which I think was really great for Lego to do that. I know now they've come out with the Duplo bath toys, but this was kind of like the first time I've ever seen that where the boat actually would float.
Mm-hmm. And I noticed both of these sets you have the box for as well. Is that rare that people have the packaging still, or is there a lot of times that people have saved that for these older sets and you're able to preserve that with the set?
It's pretty rare. Back then, we didn't have any idea. People had no idea that this was going to be such a big investment for people. Mm-hmm. Nowadays, people are a lot more aware of keeping their boxes, keeping their instructions. But back then, a lot of it just got thrown into bulk and thrown to Goodwill or yard sale, and so finding a box is a huge selling point when it comes to these older sets.
Yeah, but it shows the great variety you have as well, because you can see a lot of the newer sets around it, but it's nice that you can offer such unique things. And I mean, things like these, like we were talking about, like the Samsonite gears and everything, stuff that most fans would never be able to see in person. They can come into the store and check all of that stuff out. So I think that's a really unique thing that you can offer here.
Yeah, we love to sell Lego. We love to sell the product, but we love to educate people. That's what keeps us from not being a standard big box store. People come into our store and we can teach them about Lego, help them decide what theme or what set would work best for their family members. And it's a really great experience to have someone come in, especially that has no idea about Lego, no idea about them retiring sets or different themes, and teach them all about it.
Mm-hmm. So we've seen so much cool stuff here. Do you sell anything online, or is it just in person in the store? How does that work for you guys?
Currently, we're in store only. Our next goal for this year is to get an online store up and operating. The first year, we've just been handling just getting the brick and mortar going and day-to-day operations. So yeah, so for this year, we'd like to get an online store up and running.
No, that sounds good. Completely understandable. There's a lot that goes on, I think, behind the scenes and figuring out these storefronts and everything. And I'm sure there's tons of the logistics and even non-Lego related stuff that you have to figure out as you're setting the store up.
Oh yeah, all the boring paperwork, all that stuff. Luckily, my husband is really good at that stuff, so I hand that over to him. When we actually signed the lease on, this was a brand new build. We had no floors, it was dirt floors and no drywall.
Oh, wow.
So we literally built this store from the ground up.
That's cool, but then you could obviously, I'm sure, customize it kind of how you wanted and everything and get the layout like you wanted for the store.
Exactly, everything I was able to pick, from the floors to the ceilings to the paint, everything.
So then beyond selling stuff online, what is your online presence like? What's the best place for people to kind of follow the store online and social media if they want to kind of keep up with what you have going on here?
Yeah, social media is big for us. So we have a Facebook page, we have Instagram, we also have TikTok. So myself and our employees tend to have a lot of fun on TikTok.
Hey, it's where everybody is. You gotta be on TikTok.
You're never
these
too
days.
old to learn about TikTok. So that's been fun, and just getting our name out to everyone.
Perfect. What's your username, or what's the best place to search for people to find that?
So Facebook, it's Bricks and Minifigs North Phoenix. Instagram and TikTok, it's BAM. So Bricks and Minifigs BAM North Phoenix.
Okay, perfect. And we'll put links to that in the description of the video below as well. So if you can make it to the store, definitely come and check this out here in North Phoenix. There's lots of cool stuff on display, but definitely make sure you follow them online as well. And you can see all the fun stuff that you got planned for the future. You know, you're just coming up on a year in, and I'm sure there's lots of excitement still to come, and I'm sure you have lots of plans as well.
Yes. Our 1 year anniversary should be really big. We're working on getting Jen Smart back for our grand opening and having a fun event for everyone. We actually, at our grand opening, the first 100 people that came in got a Bricks and Minifigs North Phoenix minifig. We called him Phil. Phil, if you bring him back and show him to us on the 1 year anniversary, you also get a discount on your purchase that day.
Oh, very nice.
Yeah.
Yes, yeah. You go in full circle, you know, back to the opening and everything. You got to keep people coming back. I love it.
That's right. We rebuild, reuse, reimagine. You got to hang on to that minifigure.
There you go. Well, thank you so much for the tour around the store, and thank you everyone for watching. Make sure to check out the Bricks Minifigs here in North Phoenix if you're in the area.